So my first list, I titled Ultra Beginner, and the reason for it is because all of these dances, you can literally, you should be able to like watch, uh, if you know, like with no line dance knowledge whatsoever. These dances are so easy that if you just kind of watch them on the floor and you just paid attention to them, uh, before the end of the dance, you should be able to get them. And you know, like with no help, with no outside help whatsoever, you should be able to get them. Those dances, and they're pretty much the most important dances because uh, these 10 dances. Oh, I put everything in sets of 5. So it'll be like line dance, line dance, line dance, line dance, line dance teach through, and then there'll be a separate video that's a demo through of all 5 of those, and that's gonna be my new structure. But anyway, everything in Ultra Beginner is Outlaw. You have Men in Black. You have Good Time, Watermelon Crawl, and God Bless Texas, which are the 5 basic ones that I recommend to everybody. They're the line dances that literally everybody knows. And so if you ever find yourself going to country bars, you need to learn all 5 of those, because they will play those every single night at every single country bar you ever go to. The other 5 are Electric Slide, Cupid Shuffle, The Wobble, Power Jam, and Renegade Stomp, which are all dances that Electric Slide, Cupid Shuffle, The Wobble. Those are all dances that most people even know before going to country bars. And so, like, those are, like, the super easy, you know, even when you're drunk, you could do those. Power Jam is super easy if you just look at it. Uh, if you just kind of pay attention, look at it, it's pretty easy. And Renegade Stomp is literally, there's the one hard part, and everything else is literally counting to 4. So, that's that. Up next, I have beginner line dances, and this is pretty much where you'll basically start learning moves in line dance in your line dance career. Uh, it's basically all of the dances that uh, that'll start your base. It'll teach you how to do coaster steps, triple steps, lock steps, turns, like simple basic turns. It's everything that I can reasonably uh, teach to any new person on the dance floor. I can call the steps out. I feel like any of these dances I could call the steps out and I could walk you through the dance. Maybe you won't know it, but you'll be able to get through it and it won't be like overly confusing or anything. Um, so under my beginner list, I have Redneck Angel, Black Velvet, After Party, Body Rock, Country Girl Shake, Hicktown, Just Dance, My Maria, Rocket, 10 Rounds, Slapping Leather, Copperhead Road, Tush Push, Baby Tonight, and for some odd reason I don't have a 15th one. But those are all the dances that will basically start your, it's a really good base for your line dance career. Under my intermediate dances, these are all dances that you basically need a solid base to be able to start picking up these things. They're faster, they have more turning, there's a lot more changing walls. Uh, they're it's just like the literal like next level type thing. These dances I'm more hesitant towards teaching on the floor. Uh, if I feel like you have like a really good, you know, like base, like you have like a good knowledge of, you know, if I say like, you know, like walk, walk, triple step, coaster step, sailor step, do a half turn, you know, like go this way, go that way. Like if like I can still reasonably call out these steps, and I'll do it if I feel like you already have like a base knowledge of line dancing and terminology and whatnot. But this is like these are all dances that you'll definitely see and at every club, uh, pretty much every single night too. Under my advanced dances, I for some reason couldn't find a 10th dance as an advanced dance that I know. Uh, and it'd be mostly because like I categorized advanced dances in different areas or in different subcategories. But advanced dances are pretty much all of the dances that I will almost never call out on the floor that are just way too hard or they're just way too fast or they have tags and restarts. This is where you really start becoming hardcore about line dancing. It's things that, you know, like I'll teach people off the floor and it'll take me more than the length of one song to teach them, and even then, you probably won't get all of it because these are all the dances that you have to like learn, take a while with it, and then perfect on your own time, and then come back and you know like they're really difficult. Just for every single reason why a dance could be difficult, whether it be tags and restarts, or it being fast, or it being moves that aren't in normal line dances, or things that are not obvious, I guess. So these dances include Chill Factor, Four on the Floor, Mbop, Saddle Up, Turn Me Loose, Shebangs, Fairy Tale, Love Songs, TGIF, and Bobby with an I. And all of those dances are super fun, but it does take a little while to get any single one of those. My next, my next list includes The Ranch, and this was when I started realizing that it's really good to go to different clubs. I was going to In Cahoots for 2 years of my life, of my line dance career life, and I was only going to that place, and I was starting, it started getting to a point where I basically knew every line dance, and every line dance that they taught, they never really kept, or not very often, not often enough. So what I found myself was, I got myself into a rut where I basically knew like every single dance that was important there, and it didn't occur to me that there were other clubs out there that taught other things, that had their own set of things. The Ranch is probably the most advanced line dance place that I've ever seen. They have like a large quantity of dances that only they do, and other clubs like Cowboy Country and like the Yost and all of its affiliates have taken from the Ranch. And so if you ever want to upgrade your knowledge of dances, go to the Ranch. It's definitely not a place to learn. It's really hard to learn there, but if you ever want to learn like a million more dances, which include these 14, for some odd reason, I guess I just keep not hitting that increment of 5 thing. But these are 14 dances that the Ranch has as well, and that are ranch specific, or anywhere that they do ranch dances. In example, all of the derby places and Cowboy Country. In Cahoots doesn't like doing ranch dances. But if you want to upgrade your knowledge and learn even more complicated things, the ranch dances are Ah Nah, Cruise, My Kinda Night, Wake Me Up, Boys Round Here, Loves to Shake, Chompin' at the Bit, Compass, Country Style, Friday Night, Hootenanny, My Dance, Loving Me As Red, TikTok, and Downtown. All of those dances you'll basically only see at the Ranch and ranch affiliated places. Just basically not in Cahoots, not at Montana's. Although at Montana's, if you hear any of these dances, or any of these songs, you can actually do it upstage, on the stage. So that's a cool little thing to note. One second. So, the Yost, in Santa Ana, they have their own set of dances uh, as well as Dana Point, or the Point in Dana Point. They have their own set of dances as well that basically only they do. Jeremy, the creator for My Kind of Night, or the co-creator for My Kind of Night, she came up with her own dance called Famous, which they definitely do like all the time now. Funky Slide, they used to do it in Cahoots, but I haven't heard it in a while. I guess because I haven't gone in a while, but I haven't heard it in a while. The Ranch used to do it, but I haven't heard it in a while there either. And Montana's kind of does it, but not often. So I kind of gave it to the Yost. Drink in My Hand, I used to do all the time in Cahoots. I actually learned it from In Cahoots, but they haven't done that in a while. So and every time I go to the Yost, like literally every single time, they keep playing it, so I give it to them too. And AJ, one of the people that go to the Yost, he came up with a dance called Sexy Tractor, which is a super awesome dance. It's really easy, but the song is awesome. Go watch my video. I did like an extra long demo through because I just love the song. In Cahoots has their own specific set of line dances as well, basically that you'll only see there. And that includes Lover Lover, Rebound, That Thing We Do, Love Done Gone, Here for a Good Time, Gotta Be Funky, Larger Than Life, and Barefoot Blue Jean Night. One thing to note, if you ever go to Montana's, Barefoot Blue Jean Night every so often is played there, so you can do that dance there too. But literally all 8 of these dances, or all 7 of the other ones, I've only seen In Cahoots, and I've never seen them do it anywhere else. So my last list is just random dances that are still on my channel, and like a lot of these you'll just literally never see anywhere, because I've learned it at In Cahoots and they've just never done them again, and I've never seen them since. Maybe they were doing it like a long time ago, but I've literally never seen these dances again. So learn at your own risk, or learn if you like the song and you just want to dance on your own and practice something else. Voice of Soul, Is It Friday Yet, Go Go Stomp, Scrap It, Stroll Along Cha Cha, Cowboy Up, the In Cahoots version. You can click this link if you want to see that, as opposed to Cowboy Up that they do everywhere else, which you can click this link, and that's the other one. Crazy Legs, I've seen at Montana's a couple of times, but it's just not a very popular dance anymore. Jam On, I've never seen ever again. Cheap Talk was a great dance, and I've never seen that ever again. Cowboy Hustle, I've seen a couple of times at Montana's, but not too often. Grave Digger, I learned at the Derby, and they used to do it at the Yost. I'm sorry, they used to do it at the Ranch, but I haven't seen it in a long time. Caliente, I learned in Vegas, but they don't do it out here. Asking Questions, I learned in Vegas, but they don't really do it out here. But I heard they do it at the Branding Iron, if you ever go there. Badonkadonk is kind of a random dance. You'll see it every so often at In Cahoots. You'll see it every so often at the Ranch. The Cowboy, you'll only basically see at Montana's. They used to do it at In Cahoots, but it's just one of those, not very often kind of dances. These last 3 are dances that they kind of do everywhere, but not really. It's Josie's Funk, Runaway, and Toes. They're not, top tier dances that they always do, but every so often, those are, the 3 random ones that, if you know them, you'll feel really good that you know them when they randomly come on. Now, I obviously don't know every single dance at all, and so a couple of dances that I really need to learn, these are literally all ranch dances that they play all the time at the Ranch. But they have a new one called Banjo to the what is there? I can't even. I don't even know their name. Rascal Flatts, to the Rascal Flatts song Banjo. There's a riverbank dance that Carrie created. Keep On Going is a dance that Carrie created that I don't know yet. That one's been kicking my ass for a while. Like, it's a 32 count dance that for some reason I just cannot get. No Rhyme No Reason is a dance that they do at the ranch. Every so often you'll hear it at In Cahoots, but that's a dance I've been wanting to learn for a while. Blurred Lines, I don't know any of the versions. There's an In Cahoots version, there's a ranch version, and I don't know either, but I definitely need to get on that. And obviously Fake ID, which I have no... I don't know, if you've ever seen my Fake ID video, I have a couple of reservations on that dance. But anyway, that is how I'm gonna structure my new channel, and it's basically gonna be in those sets I'm gonna make like different playlists, and there's gonna be like an ultra beginner, a beginner, an intermediate, an advanced, a ranch, and a In Cahoots, and a Yoast. So that hopefully it'll be a lot easier for you guys to locate any dance that you need. Which I'll start doing in July. And I hope you guys can wait for me. It's going to be fun. And I'm going to have a lot of dances that you're going to be able to look up on your phone, and you're going to be able to learn them and be amazing. And hopefully I'll meet you at clubs. But until then, I will see you soon.